Hey y'all, and welcome to Kelly Springs Park. Today we decided to come out here to the springs and enjoy a lovely summer day. There's different things to do out here. I'm going to pan and show you how the setups are. This is the setup that we have right here. This is the section that we chose. But there are many different places that you can picnic, set up. There are two parks. You have volleyball net over there, swing sets, pavilions and gazebos. Each one of the picnic tables have a barbecue grill set up. So even if you do not reserve a pavilion, you do have the opportunity to barbecue. We have a swing set right here, and there's the concession stand and bathrooms for changing. We're going to go down by the water and show you how other people have set up over there. Kelly Park is located in Apaka. This is what I would call the pool area. It's another area that you can set up at. Let's head to the head of the spring. One of the things that I want to know, if you're coming here, you would need to come a little bit earlier than the park opens, because it does reach capacity very, very early. 30 minutes after opening today, the park was at capacity. Make sure you have some water shoes. Make sure you have a floating tube. Tubes cannot be more than 5 feet in diameter. There's large rocks, and you want to be able to avoid the rocks by having a tube. You also might want to bring goggles with you so you can look under the water. There are fish, snakes, there's wildlife, turtles. There's many different things that you can see out here in the water that we've seen. When heading to the springs, the head of the spring, there are stairs. So you want to be prepared for this. I haven't been able to see another way to get to the head of the spring. It ascends pretty far, and it is not steep, but it can be a challenge. There are many different ways that you can get in the water. You have a deeper area, which is at the head of the springs, which I'm going to show you. And then you have a more shallow area, about 3 to 4 feet, over here on the rocks. Over here is the head of the spring. It's a deeper area where you can jump in. You see the rocks? You want to try and avoid the rocks. Over here, it is much more shallower, where you can get in. You can get in from these stairs down here into the water. And over there on this ledge over here, you can get in. Right here is a good spot to get in too. And then you can just free float. Once you get past that curve, there will be rocks around that area. So you do want to float and avoid them, because you will get banged up a little bit on your knees and your feet. There are other places like the pool down to the middle that you can get in also. I want to show you how clear the water is. It's so clear and beautiful. And you can see the current just takes you all the way down the springs. You have to be careful, because the rocks that are in the water are the same as these rocks right here, and you can bang your knees, because that rock right there is low under the water, but they do come high where it's only a couple of inches. So you do want to make sure. I've banged up my knees and my legs and my ankles pretty horribly, not being able to float past them. Although you can go down to the pool area and avoid them altogether. Also, you can get in right here. over there is another area where you can get in. We're going to head into the springs now. Once you get to the end of the spring and you get out, it's about a 10-minute walk to get back on this path right here to wherever you set up in the park. If you want to bypass the rocks, you want to go over the first bridge right here, go over the second bridge right here, and then you want to get in at the stairs right behind the bridge. There are lifeguards all along, and as you can see, the current just takes you away, and mostly everyone have tubes. Now we're in the water, floating along. It's about 2 p.m. and the crowd has died down. This is the current pushing me. It's about a 20 to 35-minute ride, depending on the crowd in the water. You can see the grass in the water. See the grass? Tall grass. You have the vegetation along the side. This is not deep. Let's say this is about 3 feet deep. We saw turtles over here earlier. There's some muscadine or grapevines growing along the side. You can definitely see the fish. Let me show you how clear the water is. Look at the fish. You see the fish right there? You see him? He is not bothered by me. I skipped the rock area because I was afraid of water with my device. And we're just floating along. This is a great spot for little ones because the water doesn't really get that deep. Especially if you have like a flotation device on them, a vest. This is a perfect place to come for the summer. The water is pretty cool though. I will say the water is anywhere from about 65 to about 73 degrees. Once you get in it though, you do get acclimated. But if you want warm water, I don't know. But it's not bad. Today is 94 degrees, so it's very helpful when we get in the water. There are secret little paths here that I've seen people take. If you get in at the pool, the path is very, very short. But there is an end to it with the lifeguard if you can see ahead. And there is generally a gathering down there. And it does even get shallower than what it is now. It's a very beautiful place. Very beautiful. Very much worth the wait. Make sure you check their website for capacity. Every day they update their website for capacity soon as it reaches it. So then you won't head here at 2 p.m. And once it's reached capacity, even if guests have left, they do not reopen for the day. So keep that in mind when you are planning a day at Kelly Park. We're coming up on the bridge. That's going to lead us back up to the mainland and take us back around to the path to where our setup is. Look at the fish.
Don't pull his pants down, Andrew. Andrew, get off. Andrew, hey, why do they have to be at this national park?
Let me see.
It's a seashell.
Oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful.
I'm going to let it out for someone else to find it.
Okay.
It says a silver queen. I'm gonna go in the quicksand. All of my citizens, my local citizens over here.
There's the lifeguard, and here's the bridge to exit.